Very important, if you're not carrying a shawl, please wear an armband. The armband, it's a visual to say our statement. More importantly, it's for Supreme Court police to know that you are part of the Quilt Walk for Justice. The best way to understand the rate of violence committed by non-Indians against Native women is the lack of criminal justice response. Predators are very smart people. If you look at the population of Native women, the zero rate of prosecution, that's like a lion going to the watering hole. When we first heard about the Dollar General case, we absolutely knew that something had to be done.
When you're all done with your photo, you can come over here to get shawls.
Everyone who is here for the Quilt Walk for Justice, go ahead and get your shawls together. We're going to start in about 2 minutes.
We are here to protect and stand behind our way of life. Today, from this day forward, no more abuse to women and children. We have a song for everything. I'd like to sing a song for the sun.
Europeans have been using rape as a tool against our Native communities since Columbus got lost and washed up on these shores. Under current law, non-Indians can come onto tribal land, assault, and murder tribal members, and the tribe is prohibited from prosecuting the offenders. And now, because of the actions of a greedy corporation, civil jurisdiction is under attack, and the present crisis of sexual assault in Indian country could get even worse. As one survivor wrote on her quilt square, "Dollar General, your attack on tribal jurisdiction is an attack on my body."
It is not a crime. It is not a crime when a Native woman is raped. So legally, rape is a crime. In reality, there is no prosecution of rapists.
It's alarming to look at how many times a tribe would have approached the United States Attorney for prosecution and no answer. It was like throwing a rock into a very deep hole and never hearing it hit the bottom.
I grew up with 4 women in my home. I was the only man, the only boy. The 4 women that I grew up with were sexually assaulted. In my life, in my eyes, every woman that I know has been sexually assaulted.
People are shocked when I talk to them about this issue and they learn that non-natives can go onto native land and rape native people and have no consequences.
100% of the time, there's nothing we can do about it legally. We can't arrest them. Non-native man can come onto the reservation, rape a native woman in front of a non-native cop, a city police, and he can't do anything about it. He's not going to do anything about it.
This country is responsible for the current epidemic of rape against Native women. because it fails to continuously do anything about it.
If a tribal court loses the ability to issue a protection order, which are typically handled in the civil side of courts, Native women will not have any protection at all.
Our tribal governments predate the United States Constitution. Dollar General is making an argument that the U.S. Constitution is superior to our constitutions. It is not. Our tribal governments know how to protect our people. We protect people, we don't hurt people. The only people that hurt people are the people that keep coming onto our lands and raping and assaulting and killing us.
We were doing the Hill work lobbying. One of the staff persons for a congressional member said, look, we just don't think that your courts can protect our citizens. And I said to that woman, just a second here, the last time I checked, I'm a U.S. citizen, so when are you going to protect me?
I look at that young boy, 13 years old, being sexually assaulted, and I see myself. I see a little boy who was 9 years old being sexually assaulted by 6 men. And nobody ever did anything about it. Nothing was ever done about it. Nobody cared.
If we lose this case, and I hope we don't, that's the building we go to next, the one right behind you. Because we'll tell Congress that they cannot allow these non-Indians to hurt our women and children and have no liability whatsoever, and we get them to understand that they have an obligation to uphold the treaties and their trust responsibility to Native people.
What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. Tell the Supreme Court, what do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. And what do we say?
Shame on Dollar General!
Woo!
Those justices have to realize that we are outside, not standing in our individual capacity, but actually bringing the stories of Native women to their steps for justice.